So you want to use the Fusion 360 Slicer, but you don't have any custom printers defined? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that in the next minute or so, so let's jump into this together. Welcome to this episode of Fusion Minute by DIY3DTech.com. In this episode, we're going to show you how to create a custom printer in the Fusion 360 Slicer. So to start with, you'll notice we're in the manufacturing workspace. So we're going to go over here to Manage. We're going to click Manage. We're going to go to the pull down to Machine Library. Click Machine Library, which is going to bring up this empty interface. Now, our local printers will be stored here in Local under User Library. And to jumpstart this, we're going to go to Samples. We're going to click Additive over here, and in this case I'm going to use the CR10 as my base model. I'm going to click on this, drag this over to Local. You'll see it turns to a plus sign. I'm going to release it. As you can see, the printer is selected, so I'm going to go up here to the pencil, click the pencil, and now it brings up a dialog box where I can edit the printer information. So I'm going to name this AlphaWise U-20. And vendor will be AlphaWise. And here we can put in a description, but in this case I'm just going to delete it for the sake of time. Platform clearance will be 0. We have one extruder. Mesh platform you really don't have to worry about, and this is the nice thing about using an existing sample because we'll just carry over the existing mesh platform. This is a 3MF file that displays or visualizes the base platform of the printer. So if you have a 3MF file for your printer, this is where you can load it. This is a rather new format, so again, just for right now, I would suggest sticking with the existing platform. Platform positioning is checked yes. This is going to automatically move your object or your body to be flush with the platform. And auto mesh resizing means the 3MF file that's coming along with this will be resized based upon the dimensions of your printer. So again, that's why it's good to start with an existing sample. Now for machine image, we can load a machine image by clicking the image button and wait for the dialog to come up. Now one of the things with the machine image is it does require a PNG. It will not accept a JPEG, or at least at this time. So now I've loaded a copy of or image of my printer into here. So when I look at it in the library, I'll actually see this picture. Now dimensions, again, since it's the same size as the Creality CR10, I'm not going to make any changes here. Notice the bed offsets, how these are set up, 390. So again, my park position, it will raise the head up to, or the gantry up to 390 millimeters away. So it will be a vertical lift. My home position is 000 is where it will start at, and here are my bed sizes. So this is all pretty straightforward. Limits in this case, bed temperature set to a max of 80. Extruder configuration, here's all the settings. Now my AlphaWise does have a 0.8 nozzle, so I'm going to make that change here. I'm going to accept all the others, and then I'm going to go to post-processing. Now I'm going to do a separate video on post-processing, so don't get too wrapped up around the axle on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to select a generic post-processor. So we're going to select Personal Local, and then we're going to click Select, and then we're going to use a generic FFF machine post-processor. We can also set where we want the files to be set. So here, we have it local Fusion 360 cam. We can change this to any place we want. What I actually have is in my Dropbox folder, a 3D print G-code folder. So as you see here, I actually have a CNC and laser one also, so I can break these up. So when I go in the shop, I have them. So I'm going to simply select this, and then I'm going to say OK. Now my printer is all set up. If you want to do this from scratch, you can also do this from scratch just by clicking the plus sign here to create a new machine from scratch. I would suggest for most machines to go to the sample, copy it over. It just makes it a little bit easier. So hopefully you found this interesting and useful. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. Swag Shop's in the corner, and we'll catch you in the next video where we talk about something else Fusion 360 related. Cheers.
Please click like below and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date on all of our projects.